All right, we live. All right. What's going on, everybody? Crazy dog back with another college football live stream overview. And tonight, as you can tell by the title, I'm doing the Clemson Tigers. Ohio State's kryptonite, I guess you could say. We have not been able to beat these guys at all. And that's kind of sad. But it's the way it is, you know? They've had our number. Not even afraid to say it. So, with that being said, you already know the deal. Going to get right into it. Not going to spend a whole lot of time on this, but looking at football for 118 years, since 1902 to 2009, is an astounding 738, 453, and 44. They have played in two conferences, the Southern and the ACC. Of course, they've been independent. 21 conference championships. They have played in 46 bowl games, and they are 25 and 21 in those games. They have been ranked 29 times in the preseason AP poll, 33 times in the final AP poll, and they have been ranked a total of 452 weeks. So that's impressive. They play at Memorial Stadium, and of course, the capacity for that joint is 81,500 people. And of course, it's located in Clemson, South Carolina. So, like I usually do, we're going to go back down to 1953 when they joined the ACC. They were in the Southern Conference from 1921 all the way up until 1951. Then they became an independent for 1 year, and then they joined the ACC. Now, their coach at the time was Frank Howard, who he was their coach from 1940 all the way up until 1969. Dang near 30 years. That's freaking insane, bro. And during that time, he had like a little span of 5 or 6 bowl wins with them. A 1948 undefeated 11-0 season. They won the Gator Bowl. In 1950, they're second to last year in the Southern Conference. They went to the Orange Bowl. They won. They went 9-0-1. So technically, I guess you could say they went undefeated. In 1951, they went 7-3, and they went to the Gator Bowl. They lost. They would not make a bowl game again until 1956, when they would lose in the Orange Bowl. And then they would lose in the Sugar Bowl. Then they would lose in the Blue Bonnet. Oh, no, I'm sorry. They would win in the Blue Bonnet Bowl in 1959. Then you had, after Frank Howard, you had Cecil Ingram, Cecil Ingram for 3 seasons. Man, he was pretty much mediocre. 3, 5, and 4 wins. Red Parker took over in 1973, led them to 5-6 in 1973, 7-4 in 1974. That's kind of cool. 2-9 in 1975. 3-6-2. 2 ties, bro, in 1976. In 1977, they went 8-3-1, and then he was taken out. In 1978, they went 10-1, and then they let him go. And then Denny Ford came in, won the Gator Bowl. And then Denny Ford would take over the reins from pretty much that point on. He would go from 1980, a full season, 6-5. They go undefeated in 1981, Orange Bowl. I believe that might have been the one where we played them, I'm pretty sure. In fact, let me take a look here just to be sure. I'm pretty sure that was the one. That might have been the one. And no, that was Nebraska. No, that was Nebraska. my fault. Yeah, Clemson beat Nebraska that year. Okay. But then they would go 3 seasons without a bowl game, even though in those 3 seasons they would go 9-1-1, 9-1-1, and 7-4 from 82, starting with a 6-6 85 season, which they would lose in the Independence Bowl. And then they would have this thing where they would go to the Gator Bowl twice, Citrus Bowl twice, and they would win all 4 games there. As they would go 8-2-2 in 1986, win the Gator Bowl. They would go 10-2 in 1987, win in the Citrus Bowl in 88. They would go 10-2 again. Yeah, 4 straight 10-2 seasons, 3 straight with Danny Ford, and they all resumed, culminated in W's in bowl games. Citrus, you had Gator Bowl and a Hall of Fame Bowl, and Danny Ford would pretty much get his, his curtain call with a win in the Gator Bowl, and then Ken Hatfield would take over, and they would go 10-2, and they would get a win in the Hall of Fame Bowl. And then the next year they would lose after going 9-2-1 in 91, lose in the Citrus Bowl. Then in the Peach Bowl in 1993, they would win. Ken Hatfield would go 8-3, and then Tommy West would take over. They'd go 1-0, win in the Peach Bowl. Tommy West would take over after that point from 94 until 98, and they would go on a bowl game losing streak in a Gator Bowl in 1995, going 8-4, and then 2 straight Peach Bowl losses, going 7-5 in 96 and 97. And then they would miss a bowl game in 1998, and then Tommy West would be let go, and Tommy Bowden would be brought in, and they would go to the Peach Bowl, lose. Then 2000, they go to the Gator Bowl, lose. 2001, they go 7-5. By the way, that was off a 9-3 season. They go 6-6 in 99, losing the Peach. 9-3, losing the Gator in 2000. 2001, they go 7-5. They win the Humanitarian Bowl. Then in 2002, with Tommy Bowden, they go 7-6. They go to the Tangerine Bowl too. They lose. Then they go back to the Peach Bowl in 2003, 9-4 season. They win. 2004, they would miss a bowl game. And fun fact, that was the last time they did not go to a bowl game. As, it's crazy. Looking at all the bowl games that they've been to, they don't really lose. They rarely lose in bowl games. It's crazy. Tommy Bowden would then lead them to a Music City Bowl after going 8-5, a 9-4 season in 2007 with a loss in the Chick-fil-A Bowl. And then in 2008, Tommy Bowden would start 3-3, and then they would replace him with Dabo Swinney, and they would lose in the Gator Bowl. And then, of course, Dabo has been there ever since. And he has led them to records of 9-5, 6-7, 10-4, 2 straight 11-2 seasons, a 10-3, and then after that, they have not lost more than 3 games since 2014. 14-1, 14-1, 12-2, 15-0, 14-1. In those seasons, they lose in the Orange Bowl, win the Chick-fil-A Bowl, win the Orange Bowl, win the Russell Athletic Bowl. They would go to the national championship 4 out of the last 5 years, and they would, of course, go 2-2. Yeah, 2 of those wins, of course, coming against Alabama. And then, of course, this past year, they lose to LSU. Now, honestly, some people, especially the petty Buckeye fans — I'm not a petty Buckeye fan. Come on, there are some out there, though. They'd be like, well, Clemson shouldn't have been there because we should have won. And honestly, man, we should have won that game. But we didn't. We still could have beat them. Chris Olave kind of botched a route, and that was it. But don't worry. I think we'll be right back in that situation this year. Hopefully we have a season. But, man, they've been great forever since Dabo came to town. And, there's been like a low-key rivalry between Clemson and Ohio State fans. What's up, Brett, Michael, and Tyler? What's going on? And of course, Browns lovers is always in there. But anyways, let's talk about their schedule. So last year, obviously, they go 14-1, and they got nothing but dubs in the regular season. They dominated their schedule. Now people say, "Oh, but the ACC is weak," or maybe Clemson's just that damn good, honestly. But of course, they started the season with Georgia Tech, took care of business against them, beat up on A&M, Texas A&M, smashed Syracuse, a team that actually had beaten them before. They smashed Charlotte. They barely escaped against North Carolina. If North Carolina goes for 2 and they succeed, that's an L on Clemson. Then they have a bye week. Then they come off and they smash both Florida State and Louisville, 45 points in those 2 games. They score 59 on Boston College. They crush them 59-7. They destroy Wofford 59-14. They destroy NC State 55-10. Drop 52 on a Wake Forest 52-3. So yeah, that is, if you're keeping track, 4 straight weeks of 50 points, 50 burgers, or 50 bombs. Yeah, 2 40 burgers, 4 50 bombs dropped between bye weeks. And then coming off another bye week, they just absolutely dismantle South Carolina. Then they head into the ACC title game, and they take care of business against Virginia. No surprise. Then they face their stiffest challenge of the year, as of course we all saw what we were doing to them. But yeah, they escaped, and then they get their butts handed to them by LSU. So yeah, safe to say that I think they're going to be right back in that position next year. And looking at their schedule for 2020, this is who they got lined up. So once again, they have Georgia Tech on Thursday, September 3rd. They have Louisville. Then they face the almighty Akron Zips. Akron. Oh boy, that's gonna be a doozy. They're gonna drop like 80 on Akron. Trevor Lawrence is gonna be out by halftime. Bruh. No cap. And then of course you have Virginia. Then you have Boston College, Florida State, NC State, Syracuse, off day. Then you have Notre Dame. Then you have the Citadel. Ooh, wow. Then you have Wake Forest and South Carolina. So looking at their schedule for this season, there's not many opportunities for an L. Maybe Virginia can catch them. Either I'm going to say Virginia. I'm not going to sleep on Florida State. But dang, bro, I don't see a chance here, really. I mean, Notre Dame, I'm going to say here, Virginia, Florida State, and Notre Dame. Yeah, Virginia, Florida State, and Notre Dame. And why am I saying Florida State? Well, it's in Doak Campbell. Very tough place to play, especially if Florida State's really good. And I have heard that they could be good this year. And I don't know if you guys heard, but there was some news that came out a couple days ago. I think it was yesterday. Justin Ross, one of their best receivers, will not be playing this year because of a congenital fusion thing, whatever it was, in his neck it involves his spine. He was born with it. So I don't think he'll be able to play this year, which really sucks for him. You know, I think he would have been, if, you know, he's definitely one of the best receivers in the nation. He would have been like a top probably 20 pick. No cap. He would have been a top pick. He would have been one of the best receivers in the league. You know, you would have had of course, Chris Olave, who has come out of nowhere, essentially. I mean, that dude, man, that dude really came up last year. Talking about Olave, that dude was like a special teamer, like a number 3 receiver, and then now he's like our number 1 or number 2, honestly. Because I mean, you have Julian Fleming with us, you have the other, freshmen coming in, but I like Olave. But yeah, Justin Ross, Amari Rogers, man, they were setting up. They still have ETN, and honestly, I'll be real. When I heard ETN was coming back, I was like, ooh, man, I don't know if you should have done that. I don't know if that was a good idea, my guy. You should have went to the league when you had the chance, because as we've seen before, Cardale Jones, players ball out. They think, I ain't done yet. I'm going to go back to college. And they either wind up getting hurt, which I hate wishing. I'm not going to wish injuries on people. But that happens, man. Injuries happen. And I've seen it happen many times. Players have a chance to do something, and they're like mocked to go like early first round, and they decide to go back to school for some reason, and then they get hurt or they struggle, and then their stock completely plummets. They go from being like a top pick to being 3rd or 4th rounder. Then they look back and go, dang, I should have went when I had the chance. Dang. But yeah, that sucks to hear, wish all the best for him. And I mean, Clemson ain't going to be really affected because they still got some good weapons over there, but that just sucks, man. That just sucks. But with that being said, let's take a look at their upcoming non-games after. So 2021, you got Georgia, SC State, UConn, and of course South Carolina, which is a typical non-con game there. But they have Georgia 2021. That should be a great one. Wow. 2022, you have, of course, Georgia Tech. No, you have Louisiana, Furman, and Notre Dame. Louisiana Tech, I should say. Don't sleep on Louisiana Tech. 2023, you have Wofford, Florida Atlantic, and Notre Dame. 2024, Georgia, Appalachian State, and the Citadel. Again, I'm only looking at non-con games. 2025, they have LSU. Oh, my God. LSU? Wow, Clemson getting ballsy there. We're talking 5 years down the road. We're talking, what would this be? Freaking 7th graders? No. Yeah. 7th graders, right? I think so, yeah. Or 7th, 8th graders around there. That's not that far down the road. We're talking, okay, hang on. It might be 8th graders, actually. Yeah, it sounds about right. I don't know. Whatever. So probably 7th or 8th or whatever. Probably 8th because they have 9th. Yeah. Yeah, these are 8th graders. Okay. I don't know why I was saying 7th. I don't know. But yeah, they're in middle school pretty much. 2026, LSU, Charleston Southern. Okay, then. And then you have, they have a lot of games scheduled. They have confirmed games all the way up until 2037. 2027, Notre Dame and Wofford. 2028, yeah, I'm going all the way down, bro. I don't even care. 2028, Notre Dame. Bet you a lot of these are Notre Dame. 2029, Georgia. Wow, okay. 2029, Georgia. 2030, you got Georgia again. Wow. 2031, I'm going to guess probably Notre Dame. Okay, no surprise there. Out of these are probably Notre Dame. 2032. God, where are these kids at? Freaking elementary school? Georgia again. I'm just going through all their non-con games for the next 20 years. Dang near. 2033. Dang, we're talking way down the line. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these are all Georgia or something. Then you have 2034. I think for future ones, I'm just going to go 5 years down the line, honestly. 25 or 35, Oklahoma. Wow, Oklahoma's on the schedule in 2035. We're talking dang years, 20 years down the line. Bro, that's crazy. 36, and I guess this is probably Oklahoma. Wow, that's insane. We're talking damn near 20 years down the line. 37. Okay, that's about it. So, yeah, that's how far down their non-con games go. That's crazy, isn't it? But, yeah, man, I think Clemson is going to once again be in the national title hunt. And if I had to give my honest schedule prediction for them, I see no more than 2 losses. That's a big if. It's not even a sure 2 losses. They could go undefeated again for all we know. But I mean, Notre Dame ain't something to laugh at. They're a good team. Same with Florida State, from what I hear. Don't sleep on these teams. Any team could come out of nowhere and spank you in the face and spank you. You never know, man. I mean, we see it all the time. A team that we thought was going to steamroll another team freaking gets smacked. That's what you know about college football. You never know what's going to happen. I mean, we see it every year. Freaking these. I mean, for all we know, freaking Akron could go out there and spank Clemson. Okay, I'm joking, but that would be freaking hilarious. Getting spanked by Akron? Bro, are you kidding me? But, I mean, you never know. Boston College could beat him. Florida State could beat him. Syracuse could beat him again. Citadel could beat him. You just never know. But considering the fact that Clemson has probably a top 5 pick at quarterback, multiple first-round picks on their offense as well, I don't know, man. It's going to be tough to pick against them. But, yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for that. What's up, Mako? Browns on Sundays. It feels so far away. Pretty soon you'll have games where the players aren't even alive. Yeah, Mount Union could. Kent State. LOL. It's a good game, but Clemson won. Oh, hell yeah, bro. That's funny. Nah, man. But I think that's pretty much going to wrap it up. I've been going for over 20 minutes. So I think I'm going to start spreading these things out a little bit more. Instead of doing them every 2 days, probably going to be doing them every 3 or 4 days. Yeah, Mount Union is really good in Division III. They're one of the best Division III teams out there every year. But I think we should know a lot about them this year as well. Of course, I'm not going to be streaming any Division III college games. The only games I'm streaming from college football, of course, are Buckeyes, or maybe if there's a game that's coming down to the wire and I want to get the last few minutes of it, might do that. And, of course, I'll be doing the college football playoffs. Those will be fun again. I'll be doing I hope to do the selection show. I don't think I did the selection show last year. But that'll be fun. But right now, man, we just got to get through this crap going on between the virus and these protest things, which, of course, Twitter has just gone completely political right now. It's a minefield, man. You say something wrong, you're going to have people coming after you. That's why I'm not really tweeting a lot. Mainly, the only things I really tweet are Browns related or sports related. I really don't like tweeting about politics. I don't like getting into politics. because there's always a saying where there are a few things that could cause a fight: sports, religion, and politics. Laying in the road, yeah. There was I think there was a protest on on the west side of Cleveland today, but it was peaceful. But I think I'm going to wrap this up, guys, and might have a video or two. Might have a couple videos coming out tomorrow. At least I'm planning on it. We'll see if I get around to it. But that is going to do it for this live stream, and see you guys tomorrow for my two videos. I think you're going to like what I got to say in those two videos. I'm not going to say what they're about, but I think you'll like them. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up. I'm Crazy Dog 99. Let's go Browns. And by the way, yes, I am wearing a Kobe shirt. Oh, you're a Laker fan. No, Kobe's my guy. I love Kobe. I mean, I'm a LeBron fan. I love LeBron with the Cavs, Didn't really like the Lakers, but Kobe was a guy that no matter what team you rooted for, he was the guy that you respected. For real. And another thing, before I get out of here real quick, there's people that said they would rather have watched if they could go back and choose between the Warriors game where they win their 73rd game or the Lakers game where, of course, that was Kobe's last game. People would say, which one would you rather watch? The Warriors win their 73rd or Kobe's final game. And, of course, everyone should choose Kobe's final game because that was the last time you're ever going to see Kobe on the basketball court as a player. Like, he was retiring. And, of course, I made the choice to watch the Kobe game, and that was an absolute doozy. So I made a great choice there. But, yeah, pretty much that's going to wrap it up. And can't wait for freaking football to come back. I mean, we have baseball coming back, hopefully coming back soon. Basketball's coming back late July, most likely. Hockey's coming back at some point. In fact, I've thought about it, and I think I'm going to stream hockey, but I'm not going to do play-by-play. I'm just going to react to what's happening. I'm literally going to be like a fan streaming it. I'm not going to be doing play-by-play because play-by-play for hockey is insane. I mean, it's so chaotic. I might squeeze in a play-by-play here and there. Oh my God, he hit the boards, passes to this guy, and then he shoots, he scores. Like, do that, I'm not going to be doing play-by-play for every single movement of the puck. Every once in a while, yeah. But here and there, yeah. But I'm probably going to be doing some hockey play-by-play for the Blue Jackets. That was fun. But that's going to wrap it up for this video, for this live stream, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Again, I plan on having maybe 2 videos out, maybe 1. 1 for sure, maybe 2. We'll see. But that's going to wrap it up. I'm Crazy Dog 99, and see you guys tomorrow. Let's go Buckeyes, Browns, Cavs, Indians, Blue Jackets. You already know. I'm Crazy Dog, and I'm out.